Alright, this is a review for the Mr. Coffee Burr Mill BMH series. It's a Burr grinder. Just got this at Target for 40 bucks. And set her up on my counter, put some beans in and turned it on. So I usually brew my coffee with the Aeropress. Make my coffee with the Aeropress. So I set the grind to about halfway between medium and fine, which is halfway between drip coffee and espresso. So it's kind of cool. There's a blue light which makes it look really cool on the counter. So I have never used this before, so I'm gonna just go ahead and set this on 4 for now and hit start, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so I just ground my beans here. There we go. So now I'm gonna make a cup of coffee using the Aeropress. Alright, so I will get that brewing. Now while that's brewing, what I usually like to do is set up my Aeropress. So typically I'll start off by just kind of getting the plunger damp, and that makes it a little bit easier to slide in. And then a lot of people with the Aeropress, they'll put the filter in here, screw it on here, put the beans in, or the grinds in there, fill it up. I actually like doing it upside down. So let's see here. So I usually put the plunger to about 3. Then they send you a nice little measuring cup with the Aeropress. It measures perfect amount. So I will do 2 level scoops of grinds. Just put them right in there. Right in there. Yep. Yeah, water's about done. So I'm going to grab one of these paper filters that comes with Aeropress, pop it in there. Yep. Got it nice and wet. Alright. Now we just need to wait for the water to finish boiling. Alright, so the kettle just stopped brewing. I don't let it boil all the way. I stop it just before it starts to boil, and I'll usually let it sit a little bit, just so it's not, so it doesn't burn the grinds. So usually I just go ahead and fill it up to pretty close to the top. Stop. They send you a nice little stirring stick with the Aeropress. So I'll just go ahead and kind of just stir it up for a minute. And if you got good grinds, they're good beans. These beans have been sitting for a little bit, so they're not quite as fresh as they could be, but you get a really nice crema right off the bat if you have some good beans. This one's okay, but not awesome. All right, and then I'll just kind of top that off. There we go. Alrighty, now go ahead and screw the filter on there. And then I also give you this little filter thing, and basically all you do is you just, if your cup that you're using doesn't have a wide enough lip, you can go ahead and set that in your cup. And then Aeropress just sits nicely right on there. So I'll move this over here so we can see it a little better. So if you have the right grind, the water won't seep through. If it does, it'll be just a couple of drops. If it's too coarse of a grind, all the water is just going to seep through, and if it's too fine of a grind, it won't go through at all, and it actually gets really hard to push down. So I found that halfway between espresso and drip grind is just about right. You can push it through. It's not too hard to push it through, but anyway, so I just go ahead and plunge that down. Doesn't take a lot of effort. If it's hard to push down, it means your grinds are too fine. There we go. All right. Now I'll just show you what that looks like. There you go. Pretty nice black cup of coffee. So I like to drink my coffee black, but I also sometimes will just throw a dot of cream in there. And just a little bit more water. Top it off with some water, and it makes it kind of like just a typical cup drip. Less water, obviously, is more like just a straight shot of espresso. So that's that, and it's very, very good. Ooh, it's really good. So anyway, that's my review of the Mr. Coffee Burr grinder there, and the Aeropress.